Hi, I'm Apollonia Ponti from apolloniaponti.com, your dating and relationship expert. I'm your dating and relationship expert that helps you boost your self-confidence, enhances your dating and love life, and helps you break free of emotional dependencies, all while trying to manifest love, new love, or enhance a current love life that you already have. In this video, I want to talk about why is it so hard to find a good woman. Whew. This is a great one, and this is a hot one because it's asked so much these days on social media. I see posts on my YouTube channel and also on my blogs and also with my clients. The number one thing they always ask me is, why is it so hard to find a good woman? I want to be very clear here. It's just as hard to find a good woman as it is just as hard to find a good man. But there's a definition behind why it's so hard, and I'm going to talk about that in this video. But before I move any further, don't forget to subscribe to this amazing YouTube channel full of dating and relationship advice. And also don't forget to hit that bell button because you'll be notified every Tuesdays and Thursdays that I post a new video. Now, you may have landed here from pure curiosity, or maybe you're going through a heartbreak and wondering why you cannot find a good woman. But by the end of this video, I will give you key points on how to attract the right woman in your life and what you may be doing to continue to not attract the right woman. And also, I want to give you a little bit of hope and share some experiences of what I've gone through with some of my clients. I'm going to share one experience quickly with a client I had. Client that I had was dating a girl for 2 to 3 months, and all of a sudden she disappeared. He had another woman that was in his life that was showing up, but he didn't really think about her because he was so infatuated with this woman because she was only showing up 80%, but he defined it as mystery. And so he wanted to find out more. So it pushed him to enhance that relationship with that woman and leave the other one on the side. But here's what happened. That woman ended up disappearing and this woman started to show up. And then he came to me and said, Apollonia, why is it so hard to find a good woman? And I told him, because you're giving your attention to the 80% woman instead of the woman that's going to really show up for you. And this is what we talked about. And this is what I'm here to talk to you about. As soon as he gave the attention to the woman that was his friend, quote unquote friend, they started to enhance a relationship that was undeniable. I mean, the sexual chemistry was there, the emotional connection was there, and they were able to build on this. And this is how I was able to coach him through seeing the difference between these two women and catching the signals of when to let go of that woman and when to give the opportunity to the other woman. And now he's happily in a relationship with this woman. I'm going to give you 6 tips of what you may be doing and what to stop doing by attracting the wrong woman. Number 1, she may be in front of you right now, just like the little testimonial that I gave you in the beginning of this video. I want you to observe the behaviors of the women that are in your life right now. If there is, only if there is, obviously, a woman that is in your life right now as a friend or someone that has been consistently showing up, maybe you've dated and you really weren't that interested in her, or it just wasn't the time or whatever it is, give her that opportunity because she might be in front of you now. Tip number 2, can you really be taken seriously? Now, I say this because women, as I say in a lot of my videos, look for that emotional connection. You might be being too friendly with a woman, or you might be coming off as a player to a woman, or you might not be being able to take, or you might not be able to be taken seriously in a woman's eyes. Typically, a woman is not going to consider you or try to establish more of a relationship with you than a friendship if she doesn't see you as a serious partner in the future. The ways that you can become serious in her eyes is by showing confidence and showing and being upfront and being very persistent with your actions and not being scared to step up and say, you're beautiful, you look great today, let me take you out on a date. You are owning it, and as a man, That's what we look for, and he should. So are you being taken seriously? And if you're not, step into your own power and step into your own confidence to be taken seriously. Tip number 3, where are you meeting these women? So a lot of times men come to me and say, you know, I'm not meeting any good women. So I say, okay, so where have you met the last 2 women that you've dated? Met them at a club. Okay. I met them at a bar. I met them on an online site. Okay. What was the first thing that attracted you to her? Well, she was really pretty, or, oh, she was in this bathing suit picture on her online profile and she looked gorgeous. And yeah, that's what it was. And I asked them, how did your first date go as far as conversations? What did you talk about? Oh, we just talked about like hobbies and what we do for fun when we live in this city. What are our weekends like? So also superficial or surface level conversations. So why I bring this up is because it's so important that you emphasize on where you're meeting quality women. I'm not saying that quality women don't show up in bathing suits or aren't in clubs, but you don't want to make it a pattern, right? So an online profile that you should be looking for, I actually made a video about this. It's called Internet Dating, Does It Really Work? And I'll put it up here in the card on top. But to get back to what I'm saying is looking at and identifying the profile. You want to find a woman that has a well thought out profile when it comes to online dating. Also, ask your friends to take you out on a double date or to bring a single girl that they might know that you like. Instead of meeting these girls at clubs, get involved in something in the community, something that you like, a nonprofit organization. There's so much to do. Go on meetup.com, do other things, because it's important that you meet someone that is aligned with your values. Now, meeting someone at a club can really not draw in the energetic attraction, especially if you're looking for a relationship. So be very cautious of where you're meeting women the next time. Tip number 4, it's all about sex. Okay, so I say this too because I want to be able to touch as many men viewers that are listening to this right now, and all of you are different. So a lot of men lead with sex and they think that this is a good thing, right? Oh, I want to see if I'm sexually attracted to her. I want to be sexy to her. I want to turn her on. I want to get her where I want her. Well, ultimately, if you have that goal in mind, you're not going to prevent or you're not going to attract a healthy relationship into your life. It's going to be a sex-based relationship where it's just driven off of instant gratification. And once that instant gratification is fulfilled, you're bored. So that's why you're attracting the wrong woman, is because you're leading with sex. Take things slow, men. I can be honest with you. I remember coaching a client, and actually a couple clients that were women, and I've actually had this happen to myself. And I remember when I was dating and when these women were dating a man, and the man actually told them, I like you, so let's take it slow, and I want to continue to date you. You can sleep over and everything, but let's take our time when it comes to sex. I can give you 100% approval stamp if you were to do that. Reason being is because that green light, green light, green light, green light goes off in a woman's head. It makes us perform in a way that's like adjusts the mind frame of putting a man of value up here. When a man does this, he sticks out from all of the rest of the men. So I can guarantee you, if you were to do something like this and not lead off of sex, as hard as that might be for you, you will stick out so far between anybody else that you're competing with. And this is healthy, not only for you, but for your partner to really figure out, or the person that you're interested in, to really figure out if this is what you want. I actually made a download called 20 Questions to Get to Know a Woman's True Self. I'll include that in the link in the description bar, which will help you actually get to know what a woman really wants out of life when you have her in front of you, not to ask the superficial questions and really get to know her and only her and see if it's a right match. Number 5, emotionally unsatisfied. You want to make sure that you're wanting to be with a woman because of the right reasons, not because of affection, not because of attention, and not because of attraction. You want to make sure that you are in the prime time of your life right now, able to actually be with someone. You want someone to be with you in the right forms, and that's it. You are not striving for a woman to be with you so you feel validated of affection and attention and that you're good enough. That's why it's so important that you check in with yourself and understand that, are you seeking a woman because of you want to feel emotionally gratified because you're unsatisfied? This is why you are attracting the wrong woman, is because you are attracting a mirror. So you're going to probably attract a woman that is emotionally unsatisfied, doesn't probably want a relationship, or doesn't really know what she wants, but she wants the connection and emotional availability, and she wants the affection and attention, which leads into the comforting relationships, which I made a video about as well. Tip number 6, life trapped. Life trapped is a thing. Life trap is actually something that is defined by patterns from your childhood. I actually want you to take a moment to look at my blog too that I've written for you, and it's also about why it's so hard to find a good woman. And I go a little bit more in depth about this topic more than I do in the video, because I'm trying to also give you video tips and also give you blog tips so you can combine them as well. So moving on, so life trap is something that happens to you based on your childhood, right? So one thing that is very common when it comes to men that I see in the life trap is when a woman falls for you, but then you pull away. In the beginning, you are available, you like her, you're intrigued by her, you're attracted to her, you latch on, it's an intimate relationship, it's initial infatuation, so you make the woman fall for you. But then you develop a bond and then you lose interest because maybe something tied back into your childhood. So maybe you had a cold mother, father, or you ached of loneliness when you were growing up, and you didn't have that one father or the one mother to give you that attention. So you ached for that loneliness, and maybe your father or mother were cold or unemotional. There's a lot of things when it comes to life traps, but specifically for this realm that I'm talking about, and I want you to dig deeper into that blog that I discussed, is you might ache for loneliness. So when you get that attention from the woman, you don't know how to respond. So you clam up, you go back and say, she's not the one. She's not the one I want. I don't like her. She is not the woman that I want. And I don't know why, but it's just, I don't have that connection. If that sounds familiar with you, I want you to reach out to me personally, as I'd love to discuss the different types of life traps, because it goes a lot deeper than what I'm saying in this video, but it's so common, and I have so many of my men clients going through this today. You want to make sure that you're coming from a good place. Being yourself means confident and secure in who you are. If you liked today's video, please comment below and give me a thumbs up and press that like button, and also share this with your friends if it's something that helped you. Please let me know by commenting helpful. If you have any questions, feel free to write them below and I will personally answer them myself. Like always, I will see you soon, and remember, you are always loved.